We did it, gamers. We did it. I'm so gosh darn proud. So proud. We hit 69 subscribers. Which leads me to today's video. I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger-lickin good dating simulator. That's right, everybody. I'm hopping on the bandwagon, and I'm going to be playing that game. As you can see, I am sporting my Colonel Sanders merch, because I love him so much. I love you! I love you! If you don't know what this game is, I can't help you, because I don't know what it is either. I just saw all of the cool YouTubers doing it, which means that I have to do it. And that is it. Don't you look at me like that. I did it in another video game. What did you expect? You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the movement. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. No! No! Smack that alarm clock up and at him! Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. No! This is no time to wander. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth is brushed, hair equals combed, pits equals deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. What a beautiful sight. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Hey! She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Daddy. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box, It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. My sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she clipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. That's pretty dramatic. You should pep talk her, or change the subject to give her some relief. Pep you up, I guess. Remember last month when we saw the fortune teller that had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card, the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighted. You'll be delighting... Okay. And you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Ow, my pride. You leave Daddy's shins alone! They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. If anyone here knows what perfect shits look like, it's us. You're right. We're not going to let you or your weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Ahem! Van. You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is. But as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. That's not what I meant, and you know it! Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Psh! See you later, losers! I did not like that transition. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oopsie. What voice do I give him? I think it's broken. Nope, don't like that either. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you!
Yep, that's it. I think you mean thank you?
My name is Pop! I was named after my Pop-Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down? Hi, Pop. I'm Daddy. Oh, no. So, are you going to make me hold this door for you all day?
Nope!
And with that, the young man walks through the building ahead of you. It's just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuisances we find dining. Nuisances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around us as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in. You're immediately swept in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Yeah, you think it's remarkable? Yeah, me too. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't one of my favorite students, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. His hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Listen, it's a glandular condition! And this over there must be Sweaty Sweats a Lot. Maybe we can open a window back up before a faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is this all about your weird insults? They're very clever. And take a lot more thinking than I think that they are possibly able to come up with in real life. Besides, when Daddy sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I take a moment to clean myself up. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and get some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. The greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future.
Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, and there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete the broom cooking arena.
Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone has had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're just the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school. With you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter another word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to your students that tardiness is unacceptable, woof. Even Clank made it here one time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring to, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter.
Oh, Clank, you rascal.
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Oh no, please don't, dude, don't.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should take better care of yourself.
Yeah, I probably should. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat in your pocket. But what kind? Beef, rubber ball, chicken snack. Well, Colonel Sanders is his favorite. You reach beneath your apron and return a chicken snack into your hand. Sprinkles eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite!
Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. True story.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing in the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, Daddy! There's still a seat here!
It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. But, I mean,
don't make me do this.
Oh, no. Well, he may be cute, but I'm gonna stick with my friendo. You have to take your seat by Miriam.
I'm so glad to have you near me to support through this class.
Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by, except for a very handsome, incredibly goateed young man?
Colonel Sanders? He's such a magnetic personality. There's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better.
I never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get the chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say. But now that Miriam mentions it, Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy! As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz!
Yay! A quiz about me!
This incredibly important and surprising short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at the culinary school.
But shouldn't that have been determined before we got here?
Keep your knives sharp and focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how is it important to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely.
Looking at you, Pop. Look at you, Pop, is a very important part of that answer. What? No!
What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork. What food is best for a broken heart?
Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt.
Is Sprinkles a good boy?
He's best boy! He's best boy! 4 out of 5. Yeah, well, I didn't mean to. I missed! Only one wrong, not too shabby. You might just do all right, kid. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. Heck yeah! I love you, Colonel Sanders!
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Woof!
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Yes. But Shh!
Lunch!
She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled. Must be the sniff I sniffed.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? This is... Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head, and its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. It's true, every time I just walk in, or I just drive by a KFC that's like 10 miles away, I just feel all safe in my heart. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking, start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices required to achieve perfect balance of flavors. You look around you and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling down notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that.
What do you think we want? Your stupid signature recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting the last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison.
Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. I'd laugh at you. No, I want it. You wait to see what zinger Ashla is prepared to follow up with, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful, but I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame. With cooking skills like this, she wants him all to herself.
Oh, please.
Well, Van the man. Van the man. If you don't want any, I'll take his. Me, I'll take it. I will take all of it.
Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in the pleasure, exhilaration, and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. I'm gonna go with Colonel Sanders. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Well, anything for a fellow chef. What exactly is on that chicken? That's how I would sound if I was approaching someone I really liked. I'm just trying to get you in the mood, bud. Just so you know. Oh, how bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I would be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up that easily. But it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they said about the secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Aw. You've got a moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. It's just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted. Wow, you'd never have guessed that. In fact, not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect time to show him your personality. Neg him on to show you your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add additional ingredient to really spice up things. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now that you've gotten his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Daddy. I appreciate the compliment, Daddy. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven, and all the tools and ingredients they could need.
Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show off our stuff. Wait a second, oh no! We have to show off our stuff! What if I totally blow it?
You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans. You're going to earn with your signature, adorable, tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control herself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? The team of two. That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner?
Aw.
Sure, Daddy. I'll prepare our station. With you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner!
Beep boop. Beep boop. Bzzz.
Oh my, two potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. That hit close to home. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Oh boy. Boy. I think that Miriam is less likely to have things break if she takes Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam's partnering with Clank today. Yeah, Pop!
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea of what the point is of the school, even at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know each other's assignment yet.
Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. I don't really need to do that.
Tis you. I hardly know you.
Clank judders, and a panel of shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus your own cooking classwork.
All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea.
Which dish do you suggest your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare? Using octopus, your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. Actually, yes. That would mesh very well. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away.
I'll get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking the perfect produce is a passion of mine. Go right ahead.
It looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business, Ashley. Sanders' heart is my business.
And you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me?
No, geez, Van.
While I'm over here crushing Daddy's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into a boiling water and turns his attention to you, and he's turning you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. How are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Daddy was struggling, so we offered to give him some, hand. One hand that I, am not going to give him. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make you a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes any sense. No, doesn't. But one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel, and if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Colonel Sanders hunks for hunk in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Colonel Sanders! I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? We turn to Colonel Sanders and confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts and handshakes. I took on Daddy as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Daddy's natural talent, or their loyalty.
Oh, thank you.
Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled the potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps. You know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I just know what to do. I know just what to do. The Colonel Sanders extends. There's only one. The Colonel Sanders extends his hand, holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy bowl, out which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down from a mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would have been very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it. But he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand, holding the same spork, and for a small moment, all the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. Time stands still for you, Colonel Sanders! If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage, and without thinking, you fling a sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Oh, Van, do something, do something! Scooping a fingerful of Van's dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, Daddy. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you... That's the wrong one. I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat whatever it... Eat it from wherever it lands.
Can I ask Potato's face?
Van rushes back over and covered dish in his hand. This music is getting me all off track.
Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Raise tentacle of octopus in my silky water sauce. Plated on a bottle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. If you've ignored me for too long, that ends now. It is I who have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. It may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic.
It's too late. It has been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
It killed him!
Oh my. Oh my.
Everyone step back! Don't take another bite!
Then you look back at the plate and the rest of it is gone, and you notice the tip of the tent will be slurped down by Pop's mouth. Pop winces in the pain for just a moment, and immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd, as they are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite oblivious danger, has inoculated himself against poisons of all kinds.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. The mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him. In a way, you find that inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Daddy? There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. Something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the only one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy. Oh, what was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Oh my gosh. So we watch him die. She's like, oh man, we saw him die too. Like, what was his name? I feel so bad for Ghost of Student.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero.
The sport monster is here to fight the hero!
I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me, just as I was letting down my guard, connecting with another chef in an emotional level.
Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Attack! You decide to go on the attack. What attack do you use? Cook with love! I cook with love does 1 damage. Bah! Yes! It just got real! The attack really upset the Spork Monster! Spork Monster goes on the attack! He spit hot gravy at you! You take 1 damage. Defend! You decide to defend! That was ouchie gravy! Which defense will you use? Trepidation! You continue to stay back and do whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. Hold on. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I shall attack. You decide to go on the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble. They won't go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. Ow! If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Defend. You decide to defend. Which defense do you use? Buff up. That's a hard voice. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. Oh no, you'd better attack soon, or you'll likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Chow down. Chow down does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce into the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge.
Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pie Power Punch! Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him. No student will ever walk in the quad in fear again. This monster has messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You're ready for the final attack. You'll never survive my student debt load destruction. Student loan debt destruction does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Daddy. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears, at first, to be a cookbook, but upon a closer inspection, it's so much better, so much more, so much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borgo. Porco. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from the battle buzz, you realize that your final attack left you completely depleted, and the world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him. You don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird like that. You wake on day 2. Attempts to process the wild vision you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. We'll continue day 2 in the next video. This is a lot better than I thought it would be. I'm sweating in this. I'm starting to. My nose is going because I'm just really hot in this. I hope this was worth it. I'm gonna do it again because it's funny. So I'll see you. I hope you liked this. If you did, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, whatever. I really want to play the rest of this, so I will be back to this as soon as I can. Until then, I will be seeing you on the interwebs. Peace out! I cook with love, does 1 damage. Bah! Yes!